Hello artists! Another tutorial is coming, and today I'm going to focus on you who want to learn how to make realistic colored irises. So, if you're having trouble and you're interested, get your materials because today's tutorial is top-notch. If you want to learn realistic drawing and stop feeling like your drawings aren't improving, I recommend checking out the introduction class to my drawing course. There you'll unlock your skills once and for all using the construction routine technique, the best method for learning realistic drawing. Take a look at the link in the description or in the first pinned comment. To begin with, I'll take a black crayon and make a circle. It doesn't have to be an absolutely perfect circle, but try your best to make it look good, okay? Another thing is that I've sharpened the tip of the pencil whenever I work on my realistic, colorful drawings. From the moment I'm creating the little details, to the moment I'm going to do the painting, to the moment when it's realistic. So always keep your pencil sharp. I'm also going to make the pupil very central, a very small circle inside this larger circle. I'm also going to make a detail to be a reflection area just above the pupil. This reflection detail will make it much more realistic in the end. Then we're going to do some detailing on the top of the iris, which is where it's going to get a lot darker, where we're going to start working when we paint it in a little while. It's just a few zigzag lines. Now get ready for us to start painting. And for that, we'll continue with the black pencil. It's going to be the first pencil we use to paint this iris. Let's start by filling in the pupil, which is the darkest area inside the iris. Then press down on the pencil and make sure the tip is sharp so that it penetrates the pores of the paper better. This way, we can achieve a more intense black. Then we darken more around the iris. Actually, more on the top. We're going to prepare the environment here so we can start making the dark details on the top of the iris. Now is the time when the circle will be most evident. That's why I asked you to be a little careful to try to make this iris a little round. If you find it difficult to make circles and have them look good, I can bring you a video tutorial in the future on how to make a circle. If you like, leave a comment here. Now it's time to make the first texture details inside the iris. But we're going to make several lines, all pointing towards the pupil. And we're also going to follow that zigzag sketch we made at the beginning, remember? This is going to be the first layer of darkening we're going to give this top. It will look very nice in the end. By going back to that same circle, that same curvature at the top of the iris, in circular movements with the pencil, we can bring that darker tone to the ring at the top. And we're going to take the opportunity to close the bottom as well. Now we're going to make some lines on the inside of this iris, which is exactly where the darker regions of blue and the lighter regions of blue will be divided, bringing a whole texture to the area inside the iris. It'll be really cool. You'll understand more in the end. Now get your dark blue crayons ready and we'll start painting from the inside until it looks like this. Okay, back to the tutorial. Now take your blue pencil as I said and let's start making the dark details up here. Already blending with these lines and texture details that we previously created with the black pencil, so we'll only go in the same direction as the lines, or even if we blend in circular movements. What matters is that we make a very homogeneous and very clean painting in this region up here, so that it's a very nice transition from the black, from the top, from the curvature at the top, to the blue here on top of this reflection we've created. Remember the tip I gave you about the tip always being sharp, so whenever the tip is getting round, you go and do the tip again to make it sharp. Continuing with the dark blue pencil, now we're going to make some details on the underside. Just repeat the details as I do in the video. With a well-made, well-sharpened tip, we're going to darken the areas we've marked out. This will give the effect that some areas of the surface are darker than others. Also notice that these lines, the position I'm creating them in, is exactly as I made those dark lines above, all pointing to the center of the iris, which is exactly where the pupil is. Now with the dark blue pencil, I'm going to make a kind of dark line here, curved as if it were a kind of fold in this area around the pupil. This is where we're going to make a certain division in the texture of the iris. Now between this blue line we've created and the pupil, we're going to create various textures, various very blue and very dark lines that will look very nice in the end. This is going to be the first layer of much stronger filling that we're going to do. Drawing a line from this curved detail that we've created and also from the pupil always leaves a little more light in the central area. Still using the blue pencil, we continue to create the details here on this side, right in those areas that are more demarcated and darker. We then moved on to the reflex region. Right in this area, in these details of the reflection, we're going to create several details with the black pencil this time, which will simulate the reflection of we're going to darken it a little to gain more contrast. The contrast helps to bring the drawing to life. And with the blue pencil this time, not the dark blue, the medium toned blue, we're going to paint over the entire lower part of the iris. There will still be a darker division between them that we created with the dark blue pencil, but it's still supposed to be a bluish layer of paint on top of the whole area at the bottom of the iris. Going back to the black pencil, we're going to continue making some details there in the reflection and darken the whole area under the iris. Only the areas that stand out are marked as dark blue. In addition, we're back with the medium-toned blue pencil to darken it once and for all, bringing a definitive shade of blue. And we're going to do all the lighter areas of the iris now, especially those areas next to the dark curvature that we've created as a texture on the iris. And for that, we'll simply use a white pencil. An important tip for even better results is to always use a sharp pencil tip. As soon as it breaks off or becomes rounded, you can make the tip again and pass it through, creating those clearer details and lightening that bluish area of the paper. I don't know if enclairceur exists, but it's clarifying. With the same white pencil, we'll also create a reflection line on the right side of the iris. And also around the iris, we're going to blend a little so that we don't get too harsh a line between the iris and the white of the eye. It's what would actually be the white of the eye. Then we continued with the white pencil to further lighten the details that we had already lightened a few seconds earlier here in the iris. We're back with the black pencil, and now what I'm going to do is refine some of these details here inside the iris. I'm only going to go over a few lines and some areas that are already darker. I'm going to darken even more to gain more contrast, and the detail will have a better resolution. Now what I'm going to do is take the medium blue pencil and draw what's reflected in that iris. All that area there between those dark stakes that we made with the black pencil. Finally, I'm going to take a black pencil with a very sharp point and make two more lines in the reflection area. In addition, I'm going to darken this curvature at the bottom a little more. And finish drawing. If you like this tutorial, then you'll probably enjoy a full class where I teach my complete drawing technique for realism. Tap the link in the first pinned comment or in the description to start learning realistic drawing from scratch once and for all. See you there.